Ako si Mark Lopez and my program is Pugad Vloggers, aired every Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. sa Radyo Bandido TV simulcast on 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. sa Sky Cable Channel 224 TV Plus boxes and on free-to-air TV. Also sa facebook.com 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. and our official YouTube channel.
Pugad Vloggers, Pugad Vloggers, ang kurap titirisin, salot sa bayan wawalisin, walang sasantuhin, ang saya-saya nakakabaliw, kasama natin ang tropang Pugad Vloggers. Pugad Vloggers.
Hello! Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon ay ika-2 araw ng Mayo. Okay? May 2, 2023. It's the day after Labor Day. It's the day after the first day after quite a long weekend. So Monday was a holiday, so we had the 3-day weekend, and as predicted by everyone with great exasperation, nagkaroon po ng Carmageddon sa NLEX. Yan, ating mga kaibigan, no? We were supposed to go somewhere. I got stuck in the North Luzon Expressway. Hindi na nga expressway, no? Slow way, stagnant way, because of the humongous traffic. What was causing the traffic? Well, there were several reasons. One would be the excessively high volume of vehicles going northwards. Yan. Parang no? Parang mas popular ba ngayon ang going north for a short vacation? But indeed, there were a lot of vesicles. Sorry, nagle-lecture ako eh. Vehicles on the road during that time. No? Starting Friday pa lang, talagang voluminous na ang flow ng traffic. And then, aside from that, may mga reklamo na ang mga RFID, yung mga chip, no, sa ating mga sasakyan para mabasa na sa toll booth, no, ay not working properly, no? Hindi nababasa ng tama, nagkakaroon ng delay kasi repeatedly inaantay, ginagawang manual na binabarel, no? At pagka hindi kukuhanin yung card at ipapunch yung kung anong card number or motor vehicle number, no? So that takes a long time, no? So yung malfunctioning ng RFID readers at saka yung large volume combined to make a disastrous, cataclysmic result that included people turning around, hindi na sila tumuloy sa kanilang pagpupuntahan, or people really stopping, no? The gas stations, may maraming mga stop signs were really full of people whiling away their time para mag-ease ang traffic, no? At yung iba decided to stay there for a while and resume their trips pagka talagang gabing-gabi na, no? So yun po ang perennial problem, no? Na sana ay hanapan ng solusyon ng mga kinakaukulang ahensya sa ating gobyerno, no? Sino ba yan? Ang Department of Transportation, no? Sana ay magawan po ninyo ng paraan na mais ang traffic, no? Di ba DOTR ang well, I know that the Skyway and the other roads are run by private companies, no? So I hope that they will get together and really seek a solution to this very annoying problem. Unang-una, sayang ang time, and time equals money. Number 2, yung fuel na ginamit, no, habang tumatakbo ng mabagal, no, it becomes, the use of fuel becomes very inefficient. Pangatlo, no, yung emission, no, na generate ng idling, slow movement, yan, ay nakakadagdag sa ating carbon footprint, no? Emission na yan, pumupunta sa taas at nakakaapekto sa pagtipis ng ozone layer at global warming. So, yan po yung mga repercussions, no? Kala nyo traffic lang na husto, pero marami po na at the same time marami nag-aaway. Mainit ang ulo, gutom na, naiinip, pagod na. Yan, no? So yung mga nasa loob ng sasakyan, no, yung mga pa-partners yan, baka nagsasagutan na, they snap at each other already because of this thing called traffic. Yan. So sana po hindi na maulit this very unpleasant experience. Now, how's that for opening our show, no? Reklamo agad. But before anything else, I would like to greet all of you. At sana ay yung mga those who stayed home during the long weekend ay nakapagpahinga, no? 3 araw din naman yan. Nakapagpahinga sa loob ng kanilang mga kwarto dahil isa pa to, no? Napakainit po ng panahon. No, yung mga iba ayaw talagang sa loob ng bahay nila, ayaw na nilang lumabas dun sa living room, no? At they'd rather stay in their bedrooms kung saan air condition. Marami po akong kilalang ganyan. So, hindi rin hindi rin productive kung minsan dahil you'd rather chill in your room, maybe watch movies or do social media, no? But I hope that kahit papaano naging productive din, no? Kung bumababa na yung temperatura. And again, no? Puro reklamo, no? Because of that, no? Mainit ang panahon, tayo ay gamit ng cooling apparatus, cooling devices, no? So, yung ating electric fan, yung ating air conditioning units they are running in full speed at after 1 month ay makikita nyo na po ang resulta ng inyong pagpapalamig. Yan. Ay, nako. So, marami na naman magrereklamo. Pagka si Judy ay dumating. Ayan. So, don't forget to anticipate and set aside a certain amount, additional amount for your increased electric bill. Pero marami naman po na paraan para lumamig, no? Na hindi gumagamit ng kuryente. You can improvise mga batsa dyan or yung kiddie pool, lagyan ng tubig. Tubig! May na-trigger na naman ako. Marami pong parte ng Metro Manila na nagrereklamo, walang tubig, no? So, isa na naman yan. At sa katotohanan nga ay nag-utos, no, ang sino bang waterworks, no? Tayo ay magtipid sa tubig. Yan. So, pinaplano nila na pagbawalan o sabihan ang mga may-ari ng golf courses, yung mga sports club, mga ganyan, no? Kasi yung pong mga damo, no, sa mga fairways ay kailangan yan laging dinidilig. So nakikita mo na green talaga, and that costs a lot of water. That requires a lot of water. At sino nakikinabang dyan? So, a certain class in our society, no? So, instead of that water going, underground and making the grass grow green, that water can be used by, the common class, no? To to do their activities of daily living, washing clothes, cooking, taking a bath, cleaning, no? Sa ating tinuturing na mas kapaki-pakinabang na gamit ng tubig. Sinasuggest din na bawasan ang pagpapalinis, car wash, no? So i-regulate na or babawasan ang car wash, no? Kasi yun nga maaksaya sa tubig. Sinasabi rin na yung pagpapalit, madalas nagpapapalit at pagpupuno ng mga swimming pool, bawasan din. No? So, ito mga tinatawag na mga millennials na first world problems, no? Golf courses, car wash, swimming pools, ganyan. Yan. So, sinasuggest po na yung tubig ay tipirin dahil ang sabi we're in for El Nino, no? Kung hindi darating ang sapat na ulan para mapuno ang mga dam, ay talaga magkakaroon tayo ng water shortage. Yan, isang commodity yan na na talagang importante, kasing importante ng oil, ng fuel, no? Sige nga, subukan mo walang tubig at puro ka oil and gas, gas reserves. Paano ang gagawin mo, no? But fortunately, no, in those countries na maraming oil, maraming they use new technology called water desalination, no? Yung tubig mula sa dagat ay pinaprocess nila at natatanggal yung alat at they can use that for their everyday chores, no? So isang but dito sa ating bansa, no, hindi pa masyadong ginagawa yan and it is still costly. It's still ang ating source of water is from the ground, no? Na unti-unti na ring nauubos. Alam po ninyo, yung water hindi yan inexhaustible ang supply, no? Yung mga water reservoir sa ilalim ng ating lupa, pagka ating ini-extract, no? Dahil sa napakalaking demand for water, nagko-collapse po yung water table, no? So nawawalan ng space for water. Yan, hindi nagko-cause din ng sinkhole, no, sa ground natin dahil yung space na yon they get emptied, no? And the earth moves, no? The land moves. At nagkakaroon ng depression sa crust, no? Ang isa pa, no, na dahilan kung bakit wala tayong tubig yung ating widespread deforestation. Alam niyo po, yung water, pag ulan po, the roots of trees hold that water on the ground, no? So, and then it goes to the water table. Pero po, pagka walang roots, no? Nag-slide lang yung water na yan, papunta, slides and rolls through the land and goes to the sea, bringing it with it tubig, soil, and that adds to the siltation naman, ng bottom ng ating mga lakes, mga dams, at saka sa ocean, no? So, yan po ang napapansin niyo po na kawing-kawing, no? Lahat ng ating ginagawa sa ating nature ay may resulta, no? Na they are chained together, kawing-kawing na cause and effect po sa ating kalikasan. Yan. Nagkumpisa tayo sa traffic at napunta tayo sa tubig. Hyper. Pasensyahan niyo po at ngayon lang ako nakapagkape dahil for a long time, binawalan akong magkape na aking doktor. Ayan, kaya medyo hyper ako. Konti lang naman. Sir, Doc, konti lang po ininom kong kape. Sorry po. Ayan. So, there's caffeine withdrawal, by the way, no? Pagka ikaw ay regular na umiinom ng kape, tapos kahit yung kape mo, 1 cup a day lang, tapos bigla mong hinintuan, you can feel withdrawal symptoms, no? Nagiging sluggish ang iyong pakiramdam, lagi kang inaantok, irritable ka, no? Yan po ay simptomas, no, ng abrupt withdrawal of caffeine. No? But for some people, they really, no, they really need to cut off caffeine from their lives, no? Caffeine not only from coffee. Remember that soda, yung mga cola, contains caffeine. Yung tea, no? Yung iced tea. Theophylline is also it also acts like caffeine, no? It's a stimulant to dumadagundong, yung nagpapalpitation, no? Pagka sobra. And also in a small amount, yung chocolates, no? May 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗍 that can cause stimulation and can make you your heart beat faster. Ayan. So, doon tayo napunta ngayon. Okay. So, before we go on, I would encourage everyone to please like and share this episode tonight. And for those who just happened to pass by and would like to tune in again, we are here at 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗍 Bloggers, Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 in the evening. We are not just seen live streaming on Facebook, but we can also be seen on YouTube and also seen also on Sky Cable Channel 224. For those who are driving, you can tune in at in your AM radio at 810 on your dial. Ayan. Meron din po na sa Radio Garden, meron din po kami. And dito po sa DZRJ Facebook account. Yan. So please like and share. Okay. Tayo ngayon ay babati sa mga nanunood at nakikinig sa atin. 𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗱, sandali. Okay. Para hindi ako lumilingon at nakaharap pa rin ako sa inyo. 𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗱 Tolentino, magandang gabi sa iyo. Roy Pacana, may pa-heart pa siya. I heart you back. Yan, si Roy Pacana. Sepi Sabala, magandang gabi sa iyo. Ayaw gumalaw. Ferdinand Enriquez, good evening. Good evening daw sa akin at sa mga ibang kapugad. Ang ibang mga kapugad, si Maricar Serrano, si Professor Van Ibernas, si Attorney Tom Berenguer, Attorney Darwin Cañete, si Papi Mark Lopez at si BJ Harold Tan. Yan, ating ibang kapugad. Argus Troy, magandang Martes ng gabi rin sa iyo. At sa lahat ng mga kapugad at lahat ng nakikinig. Okay? So siya ay nasa Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Kasing init din ba sa Saudi Arabia katulad ng init namin dito? Argus Troy. Roxanne Posto, good evening sa iyo. Most of the apartments, houses here in Jeddah have cisterns to collect water. Magandang idea yan, no? So, yung mga, ano ba ang cistern? Ang cistern po ay yung vessel, pwedeng drum, ayan. Pag umuulan, no, yung iba ay gumagawa ng parang imbudo, inilalagay doon, tinatapat doon, so naiipon ang tubig ulan. Yung po, cistern din po ang tawag doon, no? Now, cisterns can be above ground or elevated, no? And cisterns can also be underground, no? Pag underground po yung cistern, no? Na halimbawa mula sa alulod ng bahay, no? Nakikita po natin yan, mula sa alulod ng bahay, ang tubig ay dumadaloy sa isang receptacle, lalagyan, underground, para hindi siya masyadong nakaka-occupy ng space. Huhukay, parang yung sa ating mga poso negro, yan, sa septic tank, but instead of iba ang kinokolekta doon, dito water, no? Pero kailangan mo to get that water from your collecting chamber, no? So, yung iba gumagamit ng makina, no, ng ano ba to, ng, I forgot the sump drain or something, no? Na iaakyat yung tubig, no? Para ma-distribute sa bahay, no? Or marami pong paraan, no? Yun namang elevated, naipon mo sa taas, di by gravity, dadalo yun at kukolektahin mo lang, parang gripo. Ayan. Maganda po yan na, maganda po yan na idea, no? Ang paggawa ng cistern. Doon po sa, in the early days, mga 1900s, may mga bahay na po, lalo na yung mga tinatawag na bahay na bato. May mga cistern po sila kasi nung araw naman walang waterworks system no? Poso po, poso na binobomba, no? So nakadadagdag po, no, sa pagkolekta ng tubig yung mga cistern from nature, no? Passive yan no? Kinokolekta lang. Habang yung pagbomba sa mula sa poso kailangan pa ng manual labor, no? So you can also try that po pagka tag-ulan, ayan, you can collect water, store them in drums, pero yung drums po ninyo kailangan ay covered, no? Kasi po, eto naman ang problema diyan, pagka yung drum niyo po ay binahaya ng lamok, lalo na noong Aedes aegypti na klase ng lamok na carrier ng dengue, ay delikado rin po. So that your water that you store should be covered properly to prevent breeding of mosquitoes. Yan. Pwede rin malaria, but in Manila, malaria is not so common, no? In other parts like Palawan, and other parts of the Philippines, some forested, yan, marami po Mindoro, marami pong malaria dyan. Kaya, yun din, that's the same thing is advised, stagnant storage of water should be avoided, no? Vessels should be covered to prevent mosquitoes from breeding. Yan. Alright, balik tayo kay Argus Troy. Okay, so cisterns is it's the concept of cisterns. Okay, Manifelonia. Nung hindi pa na i-privatize ang MWSS, kahit panahon ng El Niño ay hindi nagkakaroon ng interruption. El Niño. El Niño po. El Niño, La Niña. Ang La Niña po ay pagka maulan, ang El Niño po ay pagka kulang ang ulan, kaya naghihikahos tayo sa tubig. Okay? So El Niño ay hindi nagkakaroon ng interruption. Kaya nung ma-privatize ay ano yung Gibati? Okay, I think this is a typographical error. I'm trying to diba, na mga concessionaire ang distribution ng tubig para sa kanilang kita. Ayan, no? Siguro ay kanilang I don't know what he means, but yes, the drift is before privatization, water was adequate, and then after that, there was the lack of it, okay, shortage. Okay. Hirati ang water distribution. Alam nyo, may mga parts po, no, dito sa south, no, katulad ng Parañaque. Nung araw, like BF homes, no, wala po silang tubig, no. Maganda nga yung subdivision pero walang tubig. Kaya makikita mo araw-araw may mga tangke na nagdi-deliver ng tubig sa bahay-bahay, no? And then nung nagkaroon ng privatization, no? Pumasok ang Maynilad dito sa south, no? At unti-unti nagkaroon ng tubig, no? So we cannot really say entirely that it was privatization was bad, no? nung nagkaroon ng Maynila din, nagkaroon din ng tubig, no? So, I don't know who is at fault with that, no? Is it the MWSS? Is it the government? Because apparently, when Maynila came to town, we had water. Huh? All right. Iko Cayetano, tagal ko nang hindi nakakahabot sa Tuesday. Oh, ayan. Well, welcome, Iko Cayetano. Mas mainit po dito, pero hindi po humid. Oh, ayan. Ano ba yung humid? Humidity is the amount of water in the air na nag-evaporate from the ground and other sources, no? So, parang malagkit ang iyong pakiramdam. Iba po dun sa dry air, no? Sa halimbawa sa Northern Hemisphere, pagka summer, very dry ang air, no? Pero hindi ka nakakaramdam ng lagkit. Ngayon, hindi humid. Okay. And then, poso. Yan. Meron pa kaming tawag dyan, no? Yung well, no? We call that poso abierta because it is open, no? So water just gushes out. During, I am dating myself, but during those all early years, talagang maraming tubig. Bobombahin mo lang, papam. Mag-iigib ka lang, no? Bobombahin mo lang yung poso, maraming tubig ang dumadaloy. Ngayon po, no, kuminsan, pagka yung sa poso, no, mabuhangin, maputik, paano? Konti na lang yung tubig, talagang nasasaid na. So, what comes out is just muddy water and sandy water, no? So, yun po, no? Poso. Yan. Ba naman yan sa Poso Negro. So, Poso Negro ay yung maitim na waste water, no? Julio Trenta, good evening sa'yo. Manny Felonia's cistern means underground tank. Yeah, it's usually underground, but some people can collect water up there, no? So that yun nga pagka underground, mahirap. You need source of energy to bring that water up, no? But if sasalukin mo kung gusto mo. But kung ikaw ay nag-ipon ng tubig mula sa rain, and then may tangke ka, by gravity, madali. No? You don't need to use electricity or more energy. No? Meron kaming ganyan dati. Okay, meron kaming ganyan dati. May divider para yung nagtining na buhangin sa isang portion, hindi aakyat dun sa divider. Okay, so alright. So, nagtining, ibig sabihin ng nagtining dun sa mga hindi bihasa sa Tagalog, yun ang yung mga sediments by gravity again settle, okay? And then you get the clean part of the water. Okay, Eming Strigan, good evening sa iyo. Dito sa Munti, gustuhin namin magkaroon ng tubig ay palpak ang Maynilad, and kapag magkakabit kami ng deep well, ay naku, pagbabawalan kami ng barangay and officials of the subdivision. Oo nga po kasi meron pong mga batas tungkol sa pagtatayo ng deep well. Para po yan na pagmimina also, no? Merong regulasyon. Kasi po, water belongs to the people, no? Lahat po tayo ay may karapatan sa tubig na nasa ilalim ng ating lupa dito sa Pilipinas, no? Ngayon, kung yan ay sisipsipin, no, ng ilang tao lamang, yan po ay pinagkakait nyo, no, sa mga ibang mamamayan ang tubig, no? Pero meron pong mga ahensya na dinesignate, binigyan ng karapatan ang gobyerno na minahin ang tubig na yan. So yun po yung mga water work system natin. Yan. So it belongs to us. The water belongs to the people. Kaya naman, kung mga ibang ahensya, ibang mga kumpanya ay nabigyan ng karapatan, no, ng permiso na minahin ang tubig na yan, dapat hindi naman mahal, no? Hindi mahal dapat dahil in the first place, ang tubig na yan belongs to the people. Ang dapat lang po nilang i-charge ay yung cost ng distribution, yung pagbili ng mga makina, pag-maintain ng mga makina na ginagamit sa pag-distribute ng tubig, yung pagdagdag ng mga tubo o kaya pagpalit ng mga tubo, yung manpower na gagamitin sa pag-maintain ng water work, ng water distribution, pag-repair na kung may mga butas ang linya ng tubig, yan po yung cost, no? Pero po, yung tubig mismo, no? Sa bayan po yan. At dapat hindi masyadong pinagkakatubuan ng mga tao na binigyan ng prangkisa. No? So, ganun po. Kaya meron po tayo talagang karapatan na magreklamo kung sobra-sobra ang charge ng tubig sa atin. No? Okay. So, ayan. Alright. So, bakit ba tayo napunta sa tubig? Dahil mainit. Ayan. So, alright. So, tuloy na tayo sa mga iba pang pangyayari, no? Sa ating kapaligiran at ang pangunahing balita, no, ay ang ating Pangulo ay kasalukuyang nasa Estados Unidos. Siya ay umalis noong May 1, at mananatili siya doon hanggang May 4. Yan. So, ano nga ba ang itatawag sa pagbisita ng Pangulo sa Estados Unidos? Ang pagpunta ng Pangulo sa Estados Unidos ngayon ay tinuturing na kanyang unang pagbisita. Oo, alam natin na nagpunta siya doon noong September 2022, di ba? Nagpunta siya doon. Pero hindi po yon state visit, hindi official visit sa patungo sa Estados Unidos, kundi nagpunta siya noon sa New York para mag-address sa United Nations. Okay? Ang tukoy ng Pangulo noong September last year ay para magsalita, no, sa United Nations. So, ang trip ng Pangulo ngayong May 1 to 4 ay tinuturing na kanyang unang opisyal na pagbisita sa Estados Unidos. Yan. So, ang tukoy niya ay makipag-usap sa presidente ng Amerika na si Joseph Biden. Okay. Sige, para tayo ay maliwanagan, tingnan nga natin. Okay. So, ang mga pagbisita ng mga pinuno ng ibang bansa sa Estados Unidos ay kinaklasipika. No? So, how does the United States rank the visits of foreign heads of state? Ito, para matutunan naman natin, kasi may nagsasabing official visit, state visit, working visit, ayan. So, sabi dito, no, every year in Washington, there are an average of 6 state visits. So, sa isang taon, 6 na state visit lang on the average ang nangyayari sa Amerika, no? Where chiefs of state, presidents, and royalty from around the globe come to the United States to meet with the American president. 6 lang ang state visit, no? Sabi nila, 6? The president meets more than 6 chiefs of state in any given year, no? Hindi lang 6 ang kinakausap ng presidente ng Amerika na presidente ng ibang bansa, prime minister, or, head of state, no? So, kasi nga naman, ay iba yung state visit. Yan. Okay? So, according to the State Department, those guests are not all offered the highest ranking visit. Ano pinakamataas na classification ng visit? A state visit. Okay? Instead, they are granted what are called official visits. So a state visit, official visit, working visit, or even official working visit. At meron pang isa, yung private na visit, no? So maraming classification. So in Washington, it seems that nothing is ever simple. This is certainly true when it comes to deciding how best to welcome a visitor from a foreign government. Kasi depende po sa classification ng visit ay may corresponding way by which they welcome the visitor, no? According to official State Department guidelines, there are 5 types of visits to be accorded to a ranking member of a foreign government. They are state visit, official working visit, a working visit, and a private visit, as I have said earlier. The guidelines say that the state visit is the highest ranking visit and can only be offered to a chief of state. Hindi sa vice president, hindi sa chief of finance, okay? Such as the president of a country or a reigning monarch like King Philip, King Charles, all right, sorry, Prince Philip, King Charles, okay? And must be at the invitation of the U.S. President. So hindi mo po pwedeng sabihin na ito ay state visit kung hindi in-initiate ng Presidente ng United States ang invitation. Okay? So, state visit siya pagka it is from the United States invitation. Okay? President's invitation. Maliwanag. Okay? So, during a state visit, the guest is offered a room for 4 days and 3 nights at the Blair House, the President's official guest house, located within walking distance of the White House. So, malalaman mo, no? Na, state visit ba yon? Kung sila ay natulog sa Blair House. Okay? The next highest state visit ensures a meeting with the U.S. President, a state dinner at the White House, a full honors arrival and departure ceremony on the south grounds of the White House, and a 21-gun salute. That is a state visit. Gifts may be exchanged and spouses can attend the ceremonies and dinners, and press availability and photo opportunities are plentiful. If you would like to see an example of a state visit, go and look for the visit of President Ferdinand Marcos during the time of President Ronald Reagan. That is a state visit. Full honors accorded, and then there were speeches on the White House lawn, and there's a 21-gun salute. All right? The next highest, so malalaman mo, ito bang visit na ni Presidente Bongbong Marcos ay state visit? Kung mayroong elements na nabanggit ko. The next highest visit is the official visit. An official visit can only be offered to a head of government, such as a prime minister, and must be at the invitation of the U.S. President. So official visit only upon the invitation of the President of the United States, like that of a state visit. The guest is offered quarters at the Blair House for 3 nights and 4 days. During an official visit, the head of the government is entitled to a meeting with the U.S. President, a full honors, arrival, and departure ceremony on the south grounds of the White House, and 19, okay, state visit, 21, official visit, 19, gun salute, and official dinner at the White House. Gifts may be exchanged, and spouses can attend the ceremonies and dinners. In practice, there is little difference between a state visit and an official visit, except for the rank of the visitor, the difference in the number of guns fired in salute, okay, and the description of the White House dinners, a state dinner versus an official dinner. Siguro, iba yung sinuserve ng pagkain, ano? Alright. However, there is a big difference between state and official visits and an official working visit or a working visit. Iba pa yung official working visit at saka working visit. Okay, take note. State Department guidelines say that an official working visit can be offered to either a chief of state or the head of a government, but it must be extended by the U.S. President itself. See? State visit, official visit, official working visit, all emanate from the U.S. President. The invitation emanates from the U.S. President. The Blair House is offered for 2 nights and 3 days, and the guest is entitled to a meeting with the President, followed by a working luncheon. It's a lunch, not a dinner reception is possible, no? Is possible, but not compulsory, no? And decisions are only on a case-by-case basis. So, may or may not have a dinner, just a luncheon. Okay, that is the official working visit. State and official visit, dinners. The U.S. Secretary of State is participant at the working luncheon, so no separate meeting is arranged. There is no ceremony upon arrival and departure. The press is usually granted some photo opportunities, and occasionally there is a press conference. There is no gift exchange, and spouses do not attend the luncheon. A working visit, okay, official working visit, now it is pared down to working visit. A working visit is the next in the rank of visits. A working visit is extended to a chief of state or head of government at the invitation of the U.S. President. A working visit normally consists of a meeting with the President at the White House, but without a luncheon, dinner, or formal press availability. There is no gift exchange, and spouses do not attend the luncheon. Okay? So, there is no luncheon. The last type of visit is the private visit. A private visit involves a chief of state, head of government, foreign minister, or any other government official who arrives in the U.S. without the invitation of the U.S. President. That is a private visit. The visitor may request a meeting with the U.S. President, and if it is granted, it is often referred to as a working session. Blair House is not offered, and spouses do not attend the session. There is no gift exchange and no official press availability, although photo opportunities may be possible. Those who deal with these types of issues every day, the whole affair seems rather simple. Okay? So, is it a state visit? Okay, so the only visit that does not emanate, the invitation does not emanate from the U.S. President is the private visit. Okay? Official who arrives in the U.S. without the invitation of the U.S. President. So, was the President invited by the U.S. President? So you go higher than the private visit. Okay? And then, how about the reception? Okay? Was there a ceremony or none? Okay? Was a 19-gun salute done or a 21-gun salute? Were there dinners or just luncheon? So that's how you classify, okay, the visit. So there was a news report using the word state visit, but we really don't know, no, because we were not shown a ceremony during the arrival, no? If there was a 21-gun salute or a 19-gun salute, I'm not aware of that. And if there is a formal White House dinner, where did the first couple stay? Did they stay at the Blair House? All right. So those are the things to consider. Okay. And then it says here that a country can only have one state visit during the president's 4-year term. In our case, 6-year term. No? So isang state visit lang. So probably if this one is not a state visit, then it may be possible that the president can have a state visit later with all the bells and whistles, okay, so to speak. So, ayun. Okay? Yun po ang terminologies, no? And the differences between state visit, official working visit, and private visit. Okay? So, we're done with that. Sana hindi na tayo magtalo-talo kung siya ay state visit or not. Ha? Okay, so let's look at the reports that will come, no? Dapat may mga elements ng nasabi na classification nitong Washington, no? Okay? So, another thing is, bakit ba pumunta ang ating presidente sa Estados Unidos, no? So, ang sabi, no, ng Philippine News Agency at Philippine Information Agency, he will reaffirm the special relationship between the Philippines and the United States. So, reaffirm the relationship, probably the friendship between the two countries, no? Economic agenda on agriculture, power, infrastructure, and new technologies. Okay, so pag-uusapan din yan, no? Kasama sa agenda ng ating Pangulo. The Chief Executive expects to discuss changes in the Mutual Defense Treaty with the United States. Ayan, ako, talagang napapanahon yan, no? Sabi ay, there is a need to update the treaty to keep up with the changing times. Ano yung prevailing times, no? Ano yung nangyayari sa ganitong panahon, no? So it has to be updated daw. Yan ang opinion ng ating Pangulo. It has to be changed according to the changing times, no? Updated according to the changing times. Yan. So sa review, so sa ika-aalala, no, ng marami, no, nakalimutan, baka nakalimutan na kung anong Mutual Defense Treaty, no? So ito po ay nangyari noong August 30, 1951. 51, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2010. It's a 70-year treaty, the Mutual Defense Treaty. Sa 70 taon na mayroon tayong treaty, marami ng pagbabago ang nangyari sa mundo. So, sa opinion ng ating presidente, ay kailangan ng baguhin ang terms, no? So, ang Mutual Defense Treaty ay pinirmahan ng dalawang parties ng Estados Unidos at ng Pilipinas sa Washington, D.C., noong August 30, 1951, no? At sino ba ang pumirma dito? Okay? Ang pumirma sa Mutual Defense Treaty between the United States and the Philippines for the Republic of the Philippines, si Carlos P. Romulo, no? Ang dating UN Secretary General at dati nating Foreign Secretary, Carlos P. Romulo, Joaquin Elizalde, Vicente Francisco, at ang dating Pangulong Diosdado Macapagal. Yan. Wala na silang lahat, no? So, ayun. And for the United States of America, Dean Acheson, John Foster Dulles, okay, Tom Connolly, and Alexander Wiley. Yan. So ano ang laman ng Mutual Defense Treaty? Marami pong laman ang Mutual Defense Treaty, no? to strengthen, no, yung collective defense for the preservation of peace and security, no, sa Pacific area. Isa yan, no, sa mga nilalayon ng Mutual Defense Treaty, no. So maraming articles yan. Itong treaty na to, there are 8 articles in this treaty, no. So yun po, no. So isa doon ay Article 4, each party recognizes that an armed attack in the Pacific area or on either of the parties, attack sa Pilipinas o attack sa Amerika, would be dangerous to its own peace and safety, and declares that it would act to meet the common dangers in accordance with its constitutional processes. Ano yung constitutional process sa Amerika? Kapag ang Pilipinas ay inatake, ang constitutional process sa Amerika ay hindi agad silang makikisali sa digmaan kung sino man ang kaaway ng Pilipinas, kundi ito ay dadaan sa approval ng Kongreso. Eh, syempre, pag-aaralan pa yan, deliberation. So it is not an immediate response that we can expect from the United States of America should we be going into war with another country. Po, no? So nasa kasunduan po yan eh, no? In accordance with its constitutional processes. Any such an armed attack and all measures taken as a result thereof shall be immediately reported to the Security Council of the United Nations, and such measures shall be terminated when the Security Council has taken the measures necessary to restore and maintain international peace and security. So dadaan din sa United Nations, no? Okay, for the purpose of Article 4, an armed attack on either of the parties is deemed to include an armed attack on the metropolitan territory of either the parties or on the island territories under its jurisdiction on the Pacific Ocean, its armed forces, public vessels, or aircraft in the Pacific. Hindi po kailangan na ang Estados Unidos ay bombahin sa New York, no? Any of the vessels, barko ng Estados Unidos na naglalayag sa Pacific, pag tinamaan po yan, it is an armed attack against the United States, no? Okay? So, yun po, kasama po yan, no? So, Mutual Defense Treaty, no? At ang sabi rin ay gusto rin, no, na i-review ang Visiting Forces Agreement, no? So, ano ba yung Visiting Forces Agreement? Ito ay, ano lang no? Mas recent po ito no? Alright, let me see. Ano na nga date? This was 1990. Kailan ba yun? Nung okay. 1998, no? Ano lang to? 1998. So, ito ay pinirmahan, pinagkasundoan noong February 10, 1998. Ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng Visiting Forces Agreement, no? Na gustong ripasuhin ng ating Amerika, kanilang pag-uusapan, no? Ano yan cooperasyon, no? Military. It is the duty of yung Article 2, respect for law. It is the duty of the United States personnel to respect the laws of the Republic of the Philippines and to abstain from any activity inconsistent with the spirit of this agreement, and in particular from any political activity in the Philippines. Okay? United States personnel have no right to participate in political activities in the Philippines. Okay? Maliwanag. The government of the United States shall take all measures done within its authority to ensure that this is done. Okay? Basahin nga ulit natin. To abstain from any activity inconsistent with the spirit of this agreement, and in particular from any political activity in the Philippines. Okay? So, kung may nakita kayo na United States personnel na sumasali sa political activity, bawal po yan. No? The government of the Philippines shall facilitate the admission of the United States personnel and their departure from the Philippines in connection with activities covered by this agreement. The United States military personnel shall be exempt from passport and visa regulations upon entering and departing from the Philippines. The following documents only, which shall be presented on demand, shall be required in respect of the United States military personnel who enter the Philippines: personal identification card, okay, ID, by appropriate United States authority showing full name, date of birth, rank or grade, and service number, branch of service and photograph, individual or collective document issued by the appropriate United States authority authorizing the travel or visit and identifying the individual or group as the United States military personnel. Ikaw ba ay bona fide military personnel? The commanding officer of a military aircraft or vessel shall present a declaration of health, and when required by the cognizant representative of the government of the Philippines shall conduct a quarantine inspection and will certify that the aircraft or vessel is free from quarantinable diseases. Any quarantine inspection of the United States aircraft or vessels or cargos thereon shall be conducted by the United States commanding officer. Sila magko-conduct, okay? Not us. In accordance with the international health regulations as promulgated by the World Health Organization and mutually agreed procedures. Okay? United States civilian personnel shall be exempt from visa requirements, okay, but shall present upon demand valid passports upon entry to the Philippines, okay? If government and Philippines has requested the removal of any United States personnel from its territorial persona non grata, no? The United States authorities shall be responsible for receiving the person concerned within its own territory or otherwise disposing of said person outside of the United States. Yan. All right? Driving and vehicle criminal jurisdiction. Okay? Sandali lang. At baka ako ay sinasabihan na ng ating, ayan. All right. 8 p.m. na po. Okay? I'm exceeding my time. To be continued next time. Good night and be safe.
Pugad Vloggers, ang kurap titirisin, salot sa bayan wawalisin, walang sasantuhin, ang saya-saya nakakabaliw, kasama natin ang tropang Pugad Vloggers. Pugad Vloggers.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are